What is going on, world? I am the Hungarian Experiment. And at the beginning of this year, I started up this YouTube channel to document the various nutrition, physique, and lifestyle experiments I do on myself, and to display how day-to-day activity affects your body over long periods of time. Now that the year is coming to an end, I believe it is important to summarize my year-long experiments, display any changes my body went through, as well as discuss my personal experiences. So the biggest thing that I am experimenting with and trying to display the long-term results that occur from it is intermittent fasting. Right around the end of January in 2015, I hit my 4th full year of doing intermittent fasting. My first and second year of experimenting with intermittent fasting was really trying to get the fat loss results. Then the third year was really trying to put on muscle. So this year, I really wanted to push intermittent fasting to the test. I wanted to try to stray off from a consistent schedule and really manipulate the factors, stretch my eating windows, push my eating windows down, have certain days where I had lots of food or a high caloric intake, and then other days where I had a low caloric intake or barely any food, maybe 1,000 calories. So this year with intermittent fasting, I really wanted to push it to the test, and I wanted to see the limits, and I wanted to see how much my body could be affected by it. If you followed along my journey throughout the year, then you would have saw that I did things like the 40-hour fast. I did 5 36-hour fasts, and typically I fasted for about 17 to 20 hours every single day. Now on top of that, I also had crazy cheat days. I had 2 10,000 calorie challenges this year. And every 4 to 7 days, I had a huge cheat day where I would exceed my typical 23 to 2,500 calories from anywhere to 2 to 4,000 calories over that. So on my cheat days, I shot for 4,000 to 8,000 calories. So although I did eat consistently for only 4 to 7 hours throughout the year, I would change and manipulate that month to month. So for the first few months there, I made sure I got to the gym by noon. I was home and making food by 1:30, and then I was eating by 2, and I'd stop eating anywhere by 7 to 8 o'clock at night. Then as the year went on, I started pushing this farther and farther. So I would give myself longer wait times after the gym to see how my body was affected and how I would feel after it. So I wouldn't start eating till about 3:30, maybe 4 o'clock, and then finish at 9 or 10 o'clock. With intermittent fasting, I really wanted to see if it could apply to a situational lifestyle. I don't like living a pre-programmed life. I like to wake up, and if I'm feeling a little crappy, I'm not feeling the best, then I can change my workouts, I can change my food, I can change my whole day around and still be getting the most optimal results out of life. So over 2015, I really wanted to push intermittent fasting to the test in all these areas. So that way in 2016, I can really discuss and push living a situational lifestyle. Now, if you don't know anything about intermittent fasting, make sure you go check out the intermittent fasting playlist on my channel. I have a ton of videos just loaded with information that can help you get started with intermittent fasting and also teach you why and how it works with your body. But basically for me in 2015, intermittent fasting, I really wanted to push it to the test. I wanted to manipulate the factors and see how it worked with me and my lifestyle. From the research I've done, I believe intermittent fasting is great for keeping your body fat levels low and putting on muscle due to the 2,000% increase in growth hormone after fasting for 20 to 24 hours, and that is what I'm trying to prove on my body. I won't be showing you guys too much of a transformation. You will see the changes I went through coming up here later in the video. But at the beginning of January, I'm gonna come out with a video called Proof That Intermittent Fasting Works, and I'm gonna just only discuss intermittent fasting and the year-long progression that my body went through, and a more detailed description on the factors and the way I structured my year. So make sure you guys go check out that video in the next couple weeks. This year, I really wanted to experiment around with stomach vacuums. This year, I really wanted to document and find out for myself what kind of an effect stomach vacuums would have when you do them every single day. I did them 5 times every single day for about 2 to 3 sets until I was completely out of breath. And I have to be completely honest when I say that this is one of the experiments that I've had the greatest transformation in the quickest amount of time. If you're interested and you want to see what kind of effects the stomach vacuums have over different periods of time, I have a 1-month progress video, a 2.5 month, a 6 month, and even 9.5 months documenting and displaying how my abs looked and the transformation that occurred between those periods of time. I also have a stomach vacuum tutorial video if you want to learn how to do stomach vacuums. And coming in January, I will have my 1-year transformation, as well as a video showing the benefits of stomach vacuums. And I will also have a video coming out displaying other ways you can do the stomach vacuum. Just in 1 year of doing stomach vacuums, my abs have completely changed. I have so much more control with my body, and I feel like it's one unit. When I do squats and I do deadlifts now, I can feel the muscles in my core connecting and kind of moving my whole body rather than feeling each muscle kind of going on its own. I feel like my body is one full unit now. I feel like my body is relying a lot less on my lower back and actually pushing my chest forward and my ass out while I'm doing my squats. So all in all, over this year, my posture has definitely changed and my abs have completely changed because of stomach vacuums. So stomach vacuums are going to be something I do for the rest of my life. I'm not going to do it as consistently and as strictly as I did through 2015. I really wanted to see if I could get results, and I did. So now my goal over 2016 is going to be just to maintain it every week and then just do a little bit more to make sure I'm progressing and growing. So stomach vacuums have completely changed the way my abs look. They've completely helped my posture and made my body one full unit. And stomach vacuums have also helped to develop a classic physique, in my opinion. Now I have this nice thin tight waist and wide set of shoulders. I've been trying for years to develop this V shape, and after 1 year of stomach vacuums, I now have it. This year, in terms of my physique, my main focus before anything else was to bring up my weak points. In my opinion, my weak points still are and were my legs and glutes and my inner and lower chest. I wanted to prove that the hormonal boosts provided from intermittent fasting worked, and that I could put on a noticeable amount of muscle mass over the year while technically being in a caloric deficit for 70 to 80% of the year and only eating for about 4 to 7 hours every single day. So the comparison between these pictures and videos you see here are from last year at this time comparing to this year at this time. But in the summer, once I get nice and tan and I really lean out, I do some really good transformation pictures. And if you guys are interested, you can go see 3 years of progression that my body has gone through while I've been doing intermittent fasting, all up on my blog that I'll link at the top of the video here and in the description box below. So if you guys are interested in seeing how over 3 years of intermittent fasting my body has progressed and transformed, make sure you go check out that blog post. Now, although I still have work to do in terms of my weak points, I believe that I succeeded in putting on a noticeable amount of muscle mass over this year, and I would love to hear your guys' opinions on whether or not I accomplished this. Because this year I really wanted to push intermittent fasting to the test, I wasn't really sure how I would feel the next morning, if I would be low on energy or if I'd feel awesome the next day because of the different factors I tweaked the day before or even the days before that. So in terms of my workouts, they were sporadic and situational. I might have had a leg day planned for the next day, but if I woke up and I felt like crap, I would change things around and I would move my workouts around to fit my mood and how I felt. Next year in 2016, I want to have a lot more of a consistent schedule so it won't be sporadic and as situational. If you guys are interested in seeing how 2015 went, I have a blog post displaying my calendar over the whole year so you guys can see what types of workouts I did, how long I left in between rest periods, and how my body weight fluctuated throughout the year. So if you guys are interested, make sure you go check that out. That'll be in the description box below as well. This year I really wanted to experiment with body weight strength and doing impressive body weight holds. So I really wanted to try to learn how to do the planche and how to do handstand push-ups. After several months of experimenting around with planches and handstands, I realized that I didn't have enough strength to be able to accomplish the planche by the end of the year, so I started to focus more on handstand and handstand push-ups. I really wanted to develop my stability and my strength so that next year I can really push body weight strength, my body weight holds to the test. Also, as the Hungarian experiment, I smoke marijuana almost every single day. This year I probably didn't smoke maybe 2 days out of the whole year. So out of this whole year, I've smoked, we can say 360 days out of the year. And as you guys saw in this video, I was able to keep my fat levels low while putting on noticeable muscle mass. So in my opinion, marijuana does not hinder muscle growth. And that's another experiment I want to document and display for you guys. Since I've been about 20 years old, and I'm 25 now, I've been smoking marijuana almost every single day, and I'm still able to get results. And this year, another thing that I started to experiment around with towards the end of the year, right around October, November, I really started to integrate into my lifestyle, is saunas. If you guys want some detailed information on why I believe saunas is great for helping you to build muscle and boost up your growth hormone levels, then make sure you check out the video right here. But now that I know the benefits and I've experimented around with it on myself and I've seen the results, I really want to push this to the test next year and really try to optimize my hormones as much as I can by being extremely consistent with my nutrition and my eating windows, as well as anything I can do to boost up my base hormonal output, like through heat acclimation and cold acclimation. All right, well that's it for me, guys. 2015 was an extremely interesting year for me. My body went through a lot of transformations. I really pushed some experiments to the test, and I really got to learn a lot about other people and different life perspectives. Because of you guys going down there, leaving your comments, leaving your personal experiences, you guys are helping to build up this resource by leaving your personal experiences and saying whether you agree or whether you don't agree with what I have to say, or if you've done these experiments on yourself and you agree, you are helping every other person that might come to these videos and reads your comments and sees that, wow, other people are experimenting with this stuff too, and they are seeing results as well. So thank you guys very much for that. Thank you guys for taking part of this and being part of this community. Next year, I really want to push this community aspect to the test. I really want to get your guys' help and your guys' opinions on what experiments I should do with my life and how I should push them to the test and how I should document them to be as informative as I can for you guys. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for watching all my videos. If you're interested in learning anything else, this video has tons of links to all my other experiments and my other videos. If you have some time, make sure you go check that out. Make sure you go check out the video I have coming out next week, which is going to talk about the experiments I'm going to do for next year and how I'm going to document and display those for you guys as well. So thank you guys again for watching this video, and thank you guys for making 2015 one of the best years of my life. I am the Hungarian Experiment.